All right, good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. So yesterday from Fed, we didn't have any negative comments. Interest rates remain the same. They're still seeing what's going to happen with the economy. So for now, nothing to worry about as of now. But technically, SPY is in this zone right now, right? Just read this very carefully. It's here. It's going to stay here for the coming weeks, right? Currently, as long as we stay above 436, we will continue going sideways in this zone right now, right here, zone 1. Right, so I'll just write that down here as well. This is zone. So we'll stay in this zone right here, which is right here. We'll stay in this zone 1 as long as we stay above 436, and not until 448 or 444 above this zone is held, then we have resistance right here near 448. Okay, the levels are right here. Right now we're currently in 436 and 444-ish. Okay, or 446, whatever you want to call it. Like it is resistance off by $1, but currently in this zone. And if we do fail, or if we close below 436, our next stop is likely right here in this zone in the coming days or weeks. That does not mean the market is bearish or anything. This is just the index going sideways, funds shifting from certain companies into certain companies. Certain stocks will run, certain will pull back, and certain will stay sideways. Okay. So that's all you need to know for SPY. Playing in between, if you're really good at technicals, you can try scalping and see how that works for you. Okay, but currently, as long as we stay in zone 1, we stay sideways, and maybe we get a break above 448, then we play to the upside towards 450 and whatnot, right? So until then, it's sideways movement. I'm expecting a huge consolidation, basically all the way from here, the top, and right here to 420 for the coming weeks. It's a big range, okay? So let's see how that plays out. And then we have tech. Nasdaq, same thing. This zone right here, we do need a 382.50 plus to break out higher. Here we go. 382.50 plus, we go higher. Otherwise, we're around 375, 370. Currently, we're trading near 370. Let's see if we can close above 370 today and have tech run. Okay. So this will be something to see in the coming weeks. With position sizing, now we do expect an uptrend, obviously, right, in the coming weeks, but maybe for 1 or 2 weeks we may go sideways. We might have some dips and rips, okay? So, but to be confirmed to the upside on Qs, we do need 382.50 plus. Okay, so still 10 points away. Financials look great, but again, ripped, and then they started giving up some gains. Right, I do believe that we visit 36.50 one more time in this zone right here. I do believe that we might come down here one more time, consolidate for a bit, and then we rip to the upside. Unless we take out 38.60 and 39 holds, then we have a clear uptrend to the upside. Okay. Now, one stock that I do want to talk about today, which I think had very impressive news. You guys should all know this. Is CRM, Salesforce. Now on earnings, they had a nice gap up, right? We tried playing it here, and the same day we had this one number in our mind, 274 hold. It was not able to get 274 hold on earnings. It gave it to us for a little bit, but then it gave up all the gains. Nicely came down with the market. It didn't even dip that much. I mean, it was like a normal move. Held the 50-day moving average, and now it's near resistance. I will just tell you guys one thing on this. I might even take an early position today. As soon as we take over this right here, which is 274, as soon as we close over this right here, 274, this stock is going to rip towards 300. It's about to go ballistic in my opinion. Now, their earnings were great, but this morning they raised their guidance. Okay, so for 2022 they're expecting 31.65 on the low end, and then 31.8 to the upside. Okay, and then they also have an investor day, which I need to see the date when it is. So they raised all this ahead of the investor day. And then their earnings this year were great. Now, their quarterly earnings were 6 billion something, I think, in the last earnings. And now they've given a guidance of almost 32, which puts us, if you divide that by 4 quarters, that's pretty impressive. That's going to be over $7.5 billion, I think, per quarter. So in the long run, I think this is a great equity stock, in my opinion, right? Now this is going to break out of a 1-year base. This is going back to August last year, September. And it's trading at the same price. And if this does break, if it takes out 274, 300 is coming. And today also, I'll give you guys a small tip. Right now it's up a lot pre-market. If it dips a little bit, right, this is a very common pattern that I follow. If it happens, if it does not happen, then I let the stock run without me. So let's look at the 5-minute chart. Right, on the 5-minute, pre-market is just an absolute ripper. If I do get a dip towards, I would say 264, 265, 263 area, if I get the dip in the first 15 minutes, and as soon as I see that it's about to reverse back up, I might take some weekly calls, maybe even 270. But because the stock is up so much pre-market, there will be high IV and those calls will be up a lot, so don't get sucked in. And I'm only going to take a small size position because if it does run, the returns on those will be high. Okay, so CRM, keep an eye on it. A small dip towards 265, 264, and if the market runs and if the CRM news, the market loves it, I love the news, this can absolutely skyrocket even past 274, 275 today itself. All right, the news is really strong, so keep an eye on CRM. Okay, and then we have some cannabis stocks, news coming in, send bills and whatnot. You guys can ask more questions to T in the premium chat if you're interested, because he's very strong with the cannabis sector. But on Tilray, I can just tell you guys one thing, right? Technically, if it takes out 14, we will have a nice little squeeze towards 6. So if it takes out 14, you can catch a $2 trace to 16 and see how 16 holds, and then the next stop will be towards 20 plus. All right. So from 14 to 16 and 16 to 20, right now it's still $2 below 14. It's still trading at $12 something, but this can definitely be the bottom, and we can probably see a run in this stock in the coming weeks. Stocks like this, you don't have to buy options. You can also buy equity, because from 12 to 16, that's a huge move. And 12 to 20, that's almost 100% if it goes. And plus, if it goes sideways, you still have value left in your position, right? And you can obviously always stop out if it doesn't work out. Okay. Twitter, a great name. I've been waiting for this for a long time. You know, one of my favorite stocks. I've been trading this for the last, ever since it IPO'd basically, right? So 2 positions were alerted yesterday. One, LB took a weekly call, a few weeks short, right? A great call. I think it has potential for huge returns. And me, I just went with leaps because I didn't want to go into too many short positions on my portfolio, so I just took leaps in my account. But Twitter, if it holds above 65, if it can hold above 65, just keep an eye on this name. Hold above 65. This goes to 70 and likely all-time highs in coming weeks. Okay, and who knows, maybe Facebook money might get shifted into Twitter. I don't know. I mean, it's possible, because Facebook has some bad news. They ran a lot, so people that like social media stocks, they might put some into Twitter. And Twitter has been working on the more revenue streams. We'll find out this coming quarter how well they do it. And if we go on the monthly, there we go, a nice little 7-year almost cup and a handle pattern. IPO'd, a huge base, held this in the mid years, and then absolutely ripped, right? Made all-time highs right here in February, and then gave up some gains. It back tested this huge support right here. So I'm just going on the longer time frame now. Back tested huge support right here, and then obviously we had a nice little run from here. Near resistance. Now it's just been consolidating on the monthly basis. And this month, anything above 65, I think in the coming months, we do take out 70, and then we might get all-time highs, and we might have a nice little run up towards 100 really fast on this name. Okay, we might have a run to 100 really fast. Now, the only thing is, maybe for 1-2 months, it might just go sideways. I have a lot of patience with my positions. I might just, I'll sit on my leaps, because the $70 leaps I got, I think the price was reasonable for 2023. I have like I think 19 months on my leaves, and 19 months is enough for Twitter to go to 100, I think. I'm not saying I want to hold for that long, a lot of money tied up in it. But if it takes out 70, 75, and then 100 really fast, those leaves will probably go to 45, 50. All right, that'll be a 300, 400% move, and I'll keep scaling out slowly. So keep an eye on Twitter. What else we have? LB, any chart you want to cover? Crowd, somebody mentioned crowd. Crowd on the monthly, nice uptrend, very strong. Let's look at the daily. Daily also looks great, looks like it wants to break out. It's at the 50-day moving average, but I think if the market runs, I think crowd can definitely run with it, right? So if we take out 270 will be my number on this. This is 240 years support. Yep. So crowd, if it takes out 270, we can probably test all the way towards 280 or 270. Even if you catch from 270 to 275, that's a $5 trade. Investing and trading, two different things. Remember that. Okay. So it filled the gap right here. So crowd did fill the gap, and now it's been holding this support nicely. Market looks strong now. About 270, we can definitely see 275. So keep an eye on this name, and then even from here, right now it's trading at 260. If you do want to take an early entry, I probably would as well, right? So maybe go really small, nothing too crazy. At 260, if you do want to take a small entry here above 260, because I can probably see this running a little bit, right, just based on the market and stuff. Buy some time, go in small, and then slowly scale in if it does keep running, okay? So crowd, I do like. AMD, LB's, I think, favorite for the last 2 weeks. He's absolutely nailed it. I'm sure he'll update you guys in the premium chat during a voice chat or in the chat. But levels, it just needs to hold 1.6 and then 110, and a huge upgrade towards 120. Okay, and as long as it holds about 106, I think this has a potential to run huge. But again, you should be up at the open, I believe, on the calls that will be called. So manage your positions. He cannot come click buy and sell for you. Many times his positions go up a lot. You guys don't sell, and then he's already out. He's alerted, and then sometimes the market goes against us, right? So manage your profits. AMD will be up, and great upgrade. 106 will be a little hard, but through 106, it can definitely see 110. All right, and I guess he'll alert you. He'll let you guys know what he does with his position soon. And he did mention, made a comment, because he had a lot of positions yesterday, that he'll be looking to sell at the open. All his calls are going to be up, so keep an eye. And BlackBerry's up this morning, guys. BlackBerry, great chart. I think I would probably buy equity on this. I would probably not buy options, but this needs to get through 12. It needs to get through 12 and hold. Okay, BlackBerry needs to get through 12 and hold. Their numbers are very small on income, revenue. They need to come up with something innovative. They just need to bring something that'll excite people. I don't find the company, I mean, it's just a dead company in my opinion. Right, Snap, beautiful breakout yesterday, guys. Snap, very strong. Right, we're bullish on Twitter, so I think Snap also runs. Snap's actually been performing a lot better than Twitter in the past months. But Snap, it takes out 79, is gonna go towards 800 in our opinion. So Snap, we do like. Hood had some positivity yesterday. I did say we covered this pre-market yesterday that it might run. It did, and now 46, 47, it is the resistance zone. If we can take out 50, we can probably see towards 57, 50. New IPO, it can probably come here and then again base here for some time, for a long time. Okay, let's keep that in mind. I do like Hood long, but be careful playing the new IPOs so fast. And what time is it? 8:23. 9:23. All right, guys. I think that I covered all the tickers that you guys mentioned, and we'll see you guys back in the chat. Thank you.